Shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom's got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you saw from today's title, we are back with another Bel-Air review, y'all. Even though this week's episode took place over one day, it was so much going on.
There was tea spilled, there was betrayal, lies, deceit. Y'all, it was all type of stuff going on, so I ain't even gonna talk too much.
But what I do feel like I'm gonna do with this week's review and recap, since there was just so much going on, and it was just all taking place over one day, I'm just going to organize my thoughts by character and just let you know how they day went, okay? So without further ado, let's just get right into this week's episode entitled The Strength to Smile. So this week's episode was a one-a-day event, and it was a memorial for Lisa's mother, Gayle. So y'all know Lisa's mother, they said that she passed a couple years ago, and Lisa's father is the chief of police in LA. I forget what is dude's name. I don't remember, but we just gonna call him hoe ass nigga for right now, okay? So hoe ass nigga. So the Bankses hosted the event this year.
I don't know if they host it every year, but they hosted the event this year.
And y'all, the day just went all the way left, okay? So the day started out and the caterers canceled. So we had to call on our good sis, Hillary. So as we all know, Hillary moved out of the house and moved into an influencer house, and she is trying to make her deadline, her content, and still live with these random new people.
Hillary was at home working on some content when the irritating pranking brothers, messed up her whole video, was just forcing it, irritating her, bothering her. So Hillary was actually happy to receive the call, come cater Lisa's mother, Gayle's banquet.
So Hillary packed up her stuff and headed back to the house. So the whole time Hillary there, Hillary is being bothered by the white guy who...
Is his name Kyle, Kevin? I think I'm gonna call him Kevin because I don't remember his name. Is it Kyle? We gonna call him Kyle, okay? So Kyle
kept calling and texting Hillary while she was at the event and was like,
"You need to go viral in 2 hours. You need to do this. You need to do that. You haven't posted nothing all day, blah, blah, blah."
Like I said before, I feel like this white man is up to something. He's only allowing Hillary in his house because her daddy is running for DA. I don't trust him, y'all. And I think he was up there saying you need to post something to go viral because he wanted her to post something from her family event.
I don't trust the dude.
Hillary obviously started feeling the pressure because by the end of the episode...
Well, look like Hillary gonna do OnlyFans, y'all.
Talking about we're gonna heat things up in the kitchen.
my God! Uncle Phil is on. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see what is gonna happen with, because y'all already know this is gonna come out. This is gonna fuck up Uncle Phil's campaign. Y'all already know this is gonna leak. Something's gonna happen, and y'all, Viv is gonna lose her mind too, because she already told Hillary it was a price to pay. She gonna be like, "So you moved out this house so you could go do food porn?" Literally.
I ain't mad at her, but y'all might judge me, so whatever. Go ahead, Hillary, girl, get your money.
So throughout this episode, Hillary was offering some kind words of advice to her little sister, Ashley. So Ashley's dynamic in this week's episode was her finally getting up the nerve to expose to her crush, Lucia, that she had a crush on her. Ribeiro went to go get them something to drink or whatever, and Lucia told Ashley,
Like, somebody got a crush on somebody.
and Lucille was like,
Yeah, well, he ain't the only one that's crushing, and it all started at the skating rink.
so at this point, Ashley immediately like, "Oh shit, she feeling me too." And so suddenly her dreams were crushed because Lucia has a crush on cousin Will. I don't know how this is gonna end up making Ashley feel. I don't know if this is gonna spawn about that relationship that we saw in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Ashley and Will were hanging, and he kind of put her on game, gave her some swag, taught her how to not get bullied, all that stuff, had her on the drums. I wonder if that's going to spawn out that relationship and she's going to try to start acting more like Will, or if this is going to make her resent Will. You know what I'm saying? So I'm eager to see how Ashley's storyline is going to develop. Give Ashley some more screen time.
I ain't gonna lie, the messy part of me kind of want her to be like mad at Will about it and shit, and then I don't know, I kind of want that for some reason, and then they get cool. I don't know, that's messy, but whatever.
Now, child, ooh, wait. While we is talking about mess, ooh, this tea is piping hot. So y'all, let's just get into Viv and Michael Ealy. So y'all, I just was calling this nigga Mike the whole episode. His name some Reed, or I don't know, Reed. And Viv, Child.
It's too much. The tea running over.
At this memorial event, they are having a silent auction to raise money for a foundation in honor of Lisa's mother, Gayle. And they had numerous works of art on display for people to bid on and buy. So, Michael Ealy showed up.
Yeah, first of all, this nigga was just wandering all through Aunt Viv's house. He all up in the house, all in their stuff. And Aunt Viv, rolled up on him, seen he in there. She like, what are you doing in here?
He like, they told me you had some work done, and I just came to find you.
It's like, boy, you have to have been wandering for a long time, because Aunt Viv had the paint and cupboard, heat and everything. This nigga was just in the room with his drink, just standing around waiting to get caught or something, because it's like, boy, why are you in a crib like this?
So anyway, Aunt Viv come in there, and Michael Ealy told her, look,
I want you to enter this work in the silent auction, and if it sells for more than 15 bands, you gotta put your work in my art gallery.
Child, so while they sitting there talking, oh my Lord.
Uncle Phil was walking past, and y'all should have seen the way Uncle Phil, he was walking, he turned, he did that quick little two-step and reversed on back in that room. Well, what are y'all doing in here? Who's your friend, Bill?
Friend is your competition. You better get on your motherfucking job, Phil.
No, but for real, Michael Ealy was like, oh, I'm so-and-so, I'm Viv, all tongue-tied, acting guilty like she got caught doing something. And she like, oh yeah, this is an artist, he owns an art gallery here, blah, blah, blah. Michael Ealy like, yeah, Viv is about to put her painting into the silent auction.
And I don't know why Uncle Phil said this in front of him. It's like, boy, you shouldn't have said this in front of him. But Uncle Phil was like, oh, I didn't even know you were painting again.
Clearly, but now you just letting him know that you do not be paying attention to your wife, bro. You are just making it too easy for Michael Fine Eyes Ealy to slide on in, bruh. So anyway, Michael Ealy was going to go take the painting to go set it up, and Uncle Phil like, you can leave it, somebody will come get it. And he like, no, I got it. And Uncle Phil like, I said, leave it. It's like, Michael boy, you doing too much. He gonna pat him on the back, and he was up there trying Uncle Phil too, and they was sitting up there talking, because he up there like,
isn't this a beautiful work of art? I was trying to tell her how beautiful this is. And Uncle Phil like, yeah, it's nice. And he like, see? And it's like, boy, you better stay out these married folks' business. Ooh, wait.
Michael Ealy went over there and, bid on Aunt Viv's painting for 15 bands. Uncle Phil seen it, and of course he wasn't finna let him bid, so he outbid him. Now, I don't know if Michael Ealy did that on purpose because he knew that Uncle Phil would outbid him or what, or if he was really just trying to, make sure that Aunt Viv stuff got, put in his art gallery. But either way, that shit is gonna bring some drama, okay? So it's gonna bring drama for more reasons than one. The first one being, Aunt Viv is definitely gonna feel some type of way because, Uncle Phil, you wasn't even trying to be invested in her artwork or nothing. And what's gonna happen when that piece of artwork show back up in the house and she know that it sold for 20 bands? So it's like, Uncle Phil also doesn't know that Aunt Viv made that side deal with Michael Ealy. So what's gonna happen when she say,
oh yeah, now I'm about to go put my work in his art gallery.
Child, this is about to be some tea. This is about to be some drama. It's about to be some mess. And Michael Ealy is just egging it on. He is antagonizing it. He know what he doing.
And this is not the time while her husband is running for DA. Michael Ealy, you on that light-skinned nigga shit. You is on that light-skinned nigga shit for real, okay? So I can just imagine what kind of conflict this is going to cause for Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil. Also, now that we're on to Uncle Phil got his hitter Geoffrey on call. Geoffrey was, out and about for most of this episode, handling business for Uncle Phil. But we did find out that Geoffrey is already looking into Michael Ealy. So I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, what they gonna find out about him? What is he on? Like,
I know it's gotta be some weird backstory with Michael Ealy. Like, something off, something ain't right.
So, come to find out during this episode, Uncle Phil's best buddy, Lisa's daddy, the police chief, is also running for DA.
So, obviously, that's going to spawn out some low blows. It's going to be a lot of, throwing shots, and it's going to be a lot of tea spill because they have been close friends for a really long time, and now they're opponents. And most of it was because Uncle Phil said that he was planning on defunding the police.
So now his nigga like, oh, you're not on our team no more, so I'm about to just run myself, okay? Now, while we're talking about Lisa daddy, y'all, this nigga ain't shit, and I'm gonna tell you why he ain't shit. So first of all, he showed up with his new pregnant white wife to the benefit, and apparently the white wife, the stepmama Angela, she already been an issue. She make everything about her. She trying to erase Lisa mama. She's just not it, okay? And
Sips tea.
why was Lisa daddy and Angela cheating on Gayle, Lisa mama, while she was still alive? Y'all, Will and Aunt Viv was talking to this lady, got her right on up. She just didn't even realize she was getting caught up.
He was like, yeah, he told me this, that, and the other on our first trip to Palm Springs at his golf tournament, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, that golf tournament was 2018. And she like, yeah. She like, baby, Gayle didn't die till 2019. Clutches pearls! Clutches pearls!
So, y'all, Aunt Viv know this tea, and Will know this tea. Aunt Viv ain't tell nobody, and Will ain't tell nobody. So I wonder if this is going to come out during the election. If Will gonna see Uncle Phil losing and be like, hey, I'm finna expose this nigga. I wonder if Will just gonna tell Lisa. I know that tea is definitely gonna come out in some way, shape, or form. And it's definitely gonna come out because Aunt Viv already went in on Angela at the event. Angela trying to get up and talk and run her mouth and be seen and make it about her. And Aunt Viv was like, baby, you can go.
Don't try to make this about you. You ain't shit. Don't think your shit don't stink because you got this black man. Get your ass on my party.
Either sit down and shut the fuck up or get out. And then, you know, Captain Save-A-Ho, Captain Coon himself was like, we'll leave then. And then that's when he revealed that he was running for district attorney. But Uncle Phil already knew because Geoffrey be on his motherfucking job. Geoffrey get paid the big bucks because Geoffrey do big things, okay?
That's definitely that whole little situation. I can't even begin to imagine all the tea and shots that's gonna be fired during this election.
Cause y'all know it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly.
And speaking of ugly, Carlton.
This nigga Carlton showed his ass this whole episode, okay?
So he was still trying to do his best to, you know, get under Will's skin with Lisa, because y'all remember last episode, he told Will that he better stay away from Lisa because he know Will's secret and why he really out there. So he said, you better stay away from her. So Will was doing his best to stay away.
And it kind of looked like, from the outside looking in, that Lisa and Carlton was, you know, cozying up to each other. You know, they was rehearsing for this reading that they was going to do at the memorial and blah, blah, blah. And Will saw them sharing some, you know, very passionate moments.
And you already know Carlton was doing that on purpose. So
Will was having a conversation with Lisa, like, yeah, you know, you and your boy Carlton, you know, blah, 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 been seeing y'all. It's cool. And she like, no, I'm not on that. I don't want this nigga, blah, blah, blah.
why is Carlton eavesdropping? Carlton is upstairs just listening through the window. And y'all,
I don't know how many lines that boy snorted, but that boy, that nigga Carlton got higher than a kite.
so it was time for Lisa and Carlton to get ready to do their speech, their reading or whatever. And Carlton was nowhere to be found. So Will went to go look for him. And this nigga Carlton,
He is getting it in, okay? So
Carlton and Will had their whole back and forth, you know, like Carlton is upset, like I told you to stay away, and blah, 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 and Carlton is like, you know, he having a breakdown, okay? And eventually he just broke down in Will's arms, and he's like, you can't go out there, man. And Will say that Carlton, you know, told him to take his place. So
Will took Carlton's place. Lisa was, you know, so excited and happy, like,
Thank you so much, Will. You're so awesome. I love you.
no, she ain't say all that. But, you know, she was definitely grateful that Will stepped in. And y'all, Will and Lisa done kissed. So it's safe to assume that Will is not about to be staying away from her, okay? He's definitely not about to be staying away from her.
he's gonna have to tell Carlton to kick rocks. And Carlton is definitely gonna end up back in rehab or something because you just, you know, consoled me, held me. Oh, yeah, bro, you definitely don't need to go out there like that. You definitely should stay up here and take you a little nap, bro.
Little snake ass.
No, but for real, he definitely swooped right on in and stole this girl.
and I'm just still mad about this whole storyline. I wish Will would go and find somebody else to pine over. I'm over it. Like, Lisa's too close to the family. That's just, Will, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
And while we talking about doing too much, other parts of Will's life are in shambles. So back home, Trey went home and had this nigga Will go viral, put up pictures of them and putting snakes over Will's head and, you know, calling him a snake and just trying to basically have everybody back home turn against him because Will is moving up in the world. And if that ain't no hater ass shit, y'all, I said last episode, snip, 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 cut that nigga Trey out. That nigga's a hater. You don't need people like that around.
You shouldn't even worry about that shit because it's like, bro, you're not going back there. You're staying in LA anyway. Fuck them little peon square ass Johns down there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas.
So that shit was bogus. I don't fuck with Trey for real. Like, ain't no coming back from that. You did too much boy. And I hope that Trey ain't trying to act like he responsible for the body getting dropped either, because while we're sitting up here talking about it, why Will and Geoffrey still ain't had no conversation about this? Why haven't Will and Geoffrey sat down and discussed the fact that Will realized that Geoffrey got Rashad, whatever the op's name is, off?
Why are we not discussing this? Geoffrey, why you so low? Where you been? I'm gonna need some more Geoffrey. Geoffrey low-key my favorite character on here, and they're not giving me enough. Okay, I need some more Geoffrey. Geoffrey and Will need to discuss what happened. Will need to at least be like, bruh, did you handle that? Like, y'all just not gonna talk about it? Y'all just gonna leave it? Just leave it where it's at? I'm not letting it go, so y'all need to go ahead and discuss. We need to see them have some sort of interaction, because it seemed like Geoffrey been dodging Will low-key.
So, child. Like I said, y'all, it was a lot going on this episode. It was just a lot going on in this one day. And I cannot wait for next week's episode. I know I say that every week, but y'all, this show is getting so good to me. Like, I'm really loving it. So let me know what y'all thought of this week's episode down below. And let me know some of y'all predictions for the rest of the season, okay?
And I know I'm asking a lot of y'all, but y'all, all of this shit is free, okay? Everything I'm asking you to do right now is free. So before you leave off my channel, you know what I'm saying? Go check out my other TV show reviews. I am reviewing the Power Universe, and I'm also reviewing Snowfall, okay? And then, you know, I got a bunch of other shit going on my channel too. So check all of it out. Check it all out. It's free. It's free to check it out.
And something else that's free for you to do, you can like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye. Pulled up to the house about 7 or 8 a.m. to the cabbie home. Smell you later. Looked at my kingdom. I was finally there. To sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.